What's going on? What's going on? Listen, it's Keith Everett, Real Estate Diddy. I'm right here at the Simple, Sexy Flipping Conference. I gave 10 ways on how to find off-market properties. If you're somebody trying to learn how to use the bank, find private money lenders, and knowing how you can fund the properties, you need to be here.
I would definitely recommend this event to anybody, especially if you're looking to get started in this business, because sometimes you just don't know where to go, and sometimes you don't know how to get started, and sometimes it could be the reverse. You got the motivation, but you don't have the education, or you have the education, you don't have the motivation. So sometimes it's being in certain rooms with certain people that'll kind of uplift you or inspire you or get you moving, get you thinking. But more importantly, this is the kind of room you want to be in, especially if you're a newbie.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yo.
Hey, family. How are you today? Welcome to our Fearless Invest. Ooh, I said that all.
You jacked that all the way.
Welcome to our Fearless Investing.
No, you're going to go off and come back on and try
series. No, I'm not. Nope, that's the beauty thing about this being live.
Yeah.
You got to take me for the good, the bad, the hiccups, all the in between.
That's real right there.
How's everyone doing today? You guys drop in the comments. Tell me how you're doing today. I want you guys to share this. I want you to share this in your newsfeed. Share this to anyone that you know that may be interested in investing in real estate, may be tired, may be like struggling when it comes to fears. Don't know exactly how to do it, how to go. They're just spinning their wheels. I want you to tag them in this so that they can really start getting off the sideline. 2024 is going to be amazing. I'm anticipating 2024 to be absolutely amazing, but it's going to come with some preparation in 2023, some understanding, some getting over some obstacles and some fears.
Getting over some fears.
Especially
when it comes to real estate. This is an opportunity right now, y'all. I'm telling you, right now is the opportunity to buy. There's going to be plenty of opportunities to you take advantage of. So I highly recommend you diving into real estate, overcoming those fears, and start building for the future. This is the time. Don't say nobody ain't tell you. Don't say that you missed the wave. Don't say that. I wish I would have. I wish I knew. I'm telling you, now is the time, because you got to buy the properties now, rehab them, so that when interest rates start to fall and buyers start to look, they're looking at your properties.
You know, buyers are already looking.
It's already happening now. I'm telling y'all, it's already happening. So don't say nobody didn't warn you. Don't say you didn't know. I don't know who the Facebook user is, but
it says, "Hey y'all, love the upgrade."
Tell us who the Facebook user is. Yeah, we've been struggling with this situation, but I think we might have it now. I think we might have it, y'all. So
I hope we have it.
It's been a long time coming to have the camera right, the internet right, the mic right. Most of it was me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Most of that was me.
Will we consider that as fear?
No, I can consider it being cheap. I consider it being cheap.
What's up, April? What's up, April?
I was trying to do it an inexpensive way, but I just realized after failing again.
After fussing again.
I'll take 75%. Now you got to get 25%.
No, I'm not. I told you that your internet was crappy, that your camera that you needed a new computer.
You didn't.
Needed a new computer.
Y'all, she's telling the story, y'all. She's telling the story. But ideally, we're good now. If you like the visuals, if you can hear us clearly, it's not.
Give us a heart.
Give us a thumbs up, a like, a fire. Give us a yes.
There's too many things.
Just let us know you hear. That's all.
Give us a heart.
All right. As always, if you have fears, ask us some questions to help overcome those fears. That's the main purpose of this podcast, is for you to ask questions that are holding you back.
Absolutely.
In our journey of coaching students and helping our friends get into real estate, the thing that we found is a lot of times it's little things that hold us back. It's not the big thought of real estate. It's not the big thought of investing. It's little things such as, if I buy this property, how do I refinance? If I buy this property and I don't have enough money to finish it, what happens? Like, ask your questions so that you can kind of get some understanding and some courage. Can you turn up your volume? Okay.
Come on. Is that better? Was I screaming?
You screamed just then, so I don't think that's a good.
Well, my voice is naturally low, so unless I got, my projected voice on.
Are we even connected to the mic? Let's make sure we're doing that.
Test. Can y'all hear me? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
To the mic. The technician person got to check the mic.
Well, I just want to know if they can hear me.
Test. Okay, so now you can. That's how you test. Come on, you can't just.
I did that already.
But you ain't know the lines weren't moving. All right, we're good now.
Chris said a little. Marcus said yes. All right. Well, good stuff. So yeah, fear is really what that issue typically is. Because you don't know what the next move is going to be, and that next move sometimes can seem daunting. It can seem nerve-wracking because you're wasting time, energy, and sometimes money. Time, energy.
So let me kind of give my opinion on fear.
Okay, give me your opinion.
My opinion on fear is that it's like a seesaw.
Ooh,
and if fear is here
mm-hmm.
and your lack of knowledge is here, there's going to be separation. But the more knowledge you get, the more you start to knock that fear down. And once you get to the point of, I have more information, that fear seems to go away. It's not going to 100% go away.
It should never
100% go away.
Right.
That fear is what allows you to make good decisions and see things through. You got to always respect what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you got to understand that the more knowledge you have, that is what really helps you overcome your fear.
Absolutely. Oh, I think that was major. Y'all drop in the chat. What's the scariest thing you're dealing with right now as it relates? Marcus said.
Okay, I got Marcus. Marcus, give me your biggest fear about before you joined the program and doing this project. What was your biggest fear, Marcus? When it comes to real estate and getting started? Chris, I know you on here, and we've talked in the back room. I get you in the back room. What's your biggest fear, Chris?
April, you as well. What is your biggest fear? What's that thing that keeps you up at night?
What's holding you back from pulling the trigger and saying, "Hey, I'm finna do this"? Trish, you too. Talk to me, Trish.
What keeps you on the sidelines instead of being in the game? What keeps you on the sidelines? I know for a long time I would say it was money, but it really for me was mindset. It was because I didn't understand that money was all around me. I didn't understand that I attract what I get. So if I say negative things, if I say there's no money, I don't have any money, well, guess what? I'm not going to have any money. But if I put myself in situations to where I am asking for help, I am telling them what it is that I'm trying to do, I am sharing the vision and sharing the plan, then money started to come to me more frequently. It started to appear. I started to be able to creatively structure deals that I didn't understand or didn't have the mindset for before.
Okay, we got some good ones coming in. I see y'all. All right, so let's take Chris on first, and then we're gonna come back to Tamika's on, because there's Tamika's on kind of layered.
Okay.
Right? Chris on is too. All right. So the fear of failure. I believe that we were programmed like that, Chris. And I believe that in school and in life, we was always taught to walk a tightrope. We was always taught to be kind of perfect.
Right.
But that's not reality. Like, that's not reality to not fail. Like, you're going to fail. And the reason you're afraid to fail, it's not the failure. You're afraid of what people gonna think about
you.
You're afraid of what somebody gonna say about Chris. Hey man, Chris tried this and he failed. Hey, Chris did this and it didn't work. When you on that road to success, you gotta block that stuff out.
Absolutely.
I coach football, and in football, we always tell our defensive backs, you gotta have a short mindset. If something happens to play before, let it go
and move on.
Move on. You got to be able to accept failure and move on, because it's going to happen. The quicker you fail, the quicker you're going to reach success.
Yeah. So fail forward. Yeah, absolutely. Fail forward. Marquise just said it. Fail forward, because it's just a lesson.
Yes.
It's not a loss. I'm gonna be completely honest. There is not a day that I don't feel at something. Like, I am constantly feeling, while you guys may see you like, oh, the Denmark's Ashley's doing this. No, I feel every day at something. Like, I'm continuously feeling. I forgot about something this morning. I'm like, oh, if I tell Antonio this, he's gonna be so mad. But who cares? Honestly.
You just gotta get in your bubble and go. I felt it. I'm telling you how I feel.
Tell me how.
All right. So we're doing a deal in Hueytown with Ron Baldwin. He's a deal partner, and we was mapping out the kitchen. So we mapped the kitchen out before we removed these walls, and we mapped the kitchen out, y'all. We ain't have nowhere for the refrigerator to go on the wall. So we get to this house today, and the walls gone. We mapping out cabinets.
I thought we designed that.
And he like, where the refrigerator gonna go? And I'm looking at him, and he looking at me, and I'm like, shit, I don't know. You tell me. So understand, we failed.
I thought I mapped out where the refrigerator
No, we did not map out where the refrigerator go. I
thought I said where that range we were switching, because we moved the stove to the island.
We mapped
moved
out
the dishwasher over, and the kitchen go in that spot.
We never said the
refrigerator go in that spot.
No.
I don't think we officially said it, but yeah.
So you're gonna fail, y'all, and it's gonna happen, y'all. So you have to develop thick skin. You have to develop a mindset of it's a part of success. If you go find any successful person, any one of them, and success is different to different people, but anybody who is running a business, anybody who is got a level of success, they got war stories, y'all. They have failures.
They got some scars
on their back. They got times where they wanted to quit, y'all. So understand that failure is a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you don't know what success is until you fail. Like, you don't know you accomplished something until you fail, until you've been knocked down, until you fall, and you don't know what that feels like. So it's okay to fail. Now, I would say you want to make sure that whatever risk that you're taking, you're making calculated risks. Yes. Like, you know that your chances of winning is a lot higher than it is of failing. But guess what? Even if you fail, once you make those calculated decisions, it's not gonna kill you. Like, it's a learning lesson. You don't do it the same way the next time. But guess what? Now you know what to consider the next time you do it. Okay, well, now I know if I go this way, I gotta think about this because this may happen. But you can't work that out if you don't do it.
I'll tell you another one of my big failures.
Today, failure? This
No,
is
not today. This is,
Oh,
I mean, I still mess up, but this is kind of when I first started real estate and I started borrowing money and getting private lenders.
okay.
I would borrow too much money. Like I was borrowing too much money in the beginning of my deals. And because I was borrowing too much money, it hurt me on the exit
On the
strategy.
profit, yeah.
It hurts me on the back end. But I made an adjustment. And okay, now I don't borrow as much. I found a way to make sure it worked. But I had to experience that to know. If I would have never did it, I would have never knew that, okay, I can't go that much. I need to stay within these numbers to make everything flow right. But because I made that mistake and I adjusted from it, I'm able to do it more comfortably and effectively now.
Absolutely. I was listening to a podcast a few weeks ago, and the guy was saying that there was a focus group that was going on, and they told, I don't remember exactly what the example was, but they told the focus group, one focus group had to build, I'm going to say the best airplane, had to build the best airplane in a 30-day time frame. All right. That was their group. And then the next group had to build as many airplanes as they can build in a 30-day. And then they would grade like which airplanes was better. And they found out it was the group that built the most airplanes in 30 days versus the one that worked so hard to just build one, because that group that built multiple ones, they had a chance to fix the issue. They had a chance to see, okay, well, this airplane didn't fly. They had a chance to work the kinks out versus the person where their only focus was to build the best one. You don't know what the best one is if you didn't lose building up these others. So don't be afraid to put some time in, put some work in, put some elbow grease in.
Yes.
So that you can make the best version of you as possible.
One thing I'll say is a lot of times from our mindset, we're going to Denmark's mindset and what we're teaching our kids about mindset. A lot of times, and I'll describe my oldest son, he has a test today. And he was scared as all outdoors.
No, he shut
like
down. Like he was finding everything. Oh, it sounds familiar now that I'm saying. He was finding everything, like, in everyone to be mad at because of what was going on internally.
So you just gonna take over that?
I did, because I just wanted to share that part. Wait, but I got another part. So I had to, like, I didn't understand. Like, he didn't want to eat dinner. Like, this is one of your favorite meals. Like, how do you not want to eat dinner? It was a leftover, but everybody in the house was looking forward to this leftover. Like, what you mean you don't want to eat dinner? And so then he was like, I just don't want it. You know what? You should just punish me. What am I punishing you for? You didn't even do anything. And I just told him, like, when you're ready to talk about it, let's talk about it. I don't have nothing to talk about. There's nothing wrong with me. And it wasn't until later that night was when he finally told me it was because of this test. Okay, right. Now go.
So she took us left field and brought us back.
I'll bring you back.
Don't worry about it. We do that sometime. But the biggest thing that I talked to him about was, what's the worst thing that could happen? You are an A student.
You're a straight A student.
You are A student now. If you go ahead and you totally screw this test up, what's the worst that can happen? Like, and you got to think like that. What you gonna have a bad test score? You still gonna go to the next grade. That's not gonna hold you back. Like, it's just grading your level of understanding and seeing how you grow. So understand that you got to start asking yourself those type of questions. What's the worst that could happen if this go wrong? The one thing about real estate I love is that if you buy something and you buy it totally wrong, it does not make any sense. If you can hold it for a little while, it'll always make up. Mm-hmm. You can make a little money while you're doing it. Now, you might not make what you want it to make, but real estate is forgiving.
Over time.
Over time. So that's why you got to take action. And once you take action, it becomes addicting. Like, you want to get those rewards. You want to get those fruits of your labor.
In anything that you do.
Anything that you do. Not just real estate, but you want to have those things. We are trying to get Stan on also, but I don't know if he's going to be able to come on. He kind of had some technical difficulties. But we're going to ride out with y'all. One thing I will say is that If you don't have your ticket to the conference, make sure you get your ticket to the conference. It's January 12th and 13th.
12th through the 13th. Check it out. You can get it from www.simplesexyflipping.com. Again, it's simplesexyflipping.com. Go ahead and get your tickets. I can't wait. It's gonna
Hold
be
up.
absolutely.
Before you do that, go join our free group, REI Decoded. We are going to be raffling off for a free ticket
next Friday.
Next Friday. Also, along in that group, you will get a discount to the conference. So if you go join the group, you're going to enter into the raffle to win a free ticket, but you also will get a discount code just by joining the group.
So what happens if I get a free ticket and I bought a ticket?
You give it away to somebody.
Okay.
You bring a friend.
Can I upgrade with the free ticket if I purchased a ticket already?
That's not options.
That's not options.
VIP gonna be lit. So you just can't get in VIP like that now.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So sidetrack. All right.
So I saw Tamika said one of her fears is, I think one of her fears is money. Is that what I heard? Worrying about money. So I know I touched on it, but money is a real fear. And it's nothing wrong with having that fear. I understand that there's nothing wrong with having any of these fears. When it comes to money, who are you talking to? Like, what kind of conversations are you having? Are you telling them what you're looking for? Hey, I have a deal that I'm planning on closing on. Are you interested in making any returns on your investment? I can make you 15, 20% return on your investment, whatever that number is, if you would like to do it. Or don't even ask them. Ask them, do they know someone that may be interested in making a return on their investment? Most people got money sitting in the bank and it's making absolutely nothing.
One thing I would say is that if you are not using a partner, if you are not using the bank to partner with, the fear of money, I wouldn't invest money that I need. Understand that you invest with access funds. You don't invest with the funds you need to pay your light bill, water bill, power bill. Those not the funds you invest with. You invest with your savings. You invest with your extra money. That's what you invest with. Mm-hmm. So understand that if you map it out the right way and you save for that situation to invest, and you lose. Let's just be honest. All right, all real estate deals do not work out. All right, and you lose. You just gotta save up some more money. But the knowledge that you're going to gain,
it's priceless.
It's going to be invaluable.
Yeah.
Invaluable. So understand that I like OPM, which is other people's money. It lessens the risk from losing. I like partnering with other people. But understand that if you're going to invest, you can't invest with your bread and butter money. Like we can't gamble. Mm-hmm. We're not gambling. We're investing.
I think that's important because I was on the call and the guy was like, well, I'm a bad gambler. I'm not a good gambler. I like to gamble is what he told me. But this is not for you then. You're not gambling.
No, we ain't gambling. We investing.
Two different is strategic. Things. Gambling is you just do it. No, this is strategic.
Chris, you ain't been to a masterclass yet to talk about our first flip. But we'll talk about it for a second.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So our first deal was a bummer. It was in Crestwood.
Our first flip.
Now we had about 12 rental properties before we did our first flip. We thought we thought that we could do the same thing that we did in our rental properties. We can do it for a flip, use the same contractors, use the same style grade. Like we just thought that would work. And then as we got into it, we realized we couldn't do the same things. We needed different finishes. We needed higher quality, especially for where our flip was.
We knew finishes and quality. Main thing was
it was the contractors. Yeah, we thought we could use the D contractors that we used. And when I say D, I'm grading it from A, B, C, and D. We thought that we can use the D contractors because they weren't F contractors. So, we could use a D contractor. They're affordable. We might have to stay and watch them all day, but they're affordable. And, quality is okay. That was not the case. We really needed a B or C contractor for that area. we mismanaged a lot of stuff on that deal.
Yeah. So to answer the question,
we barely made money.
We barely made money. We only made money because Matthew Gregory flipped 3 houses while we was doing one.
While we were doing one.
So on our first one, we got shut down.
We
got shut down. We didn't even know what the permit office was. We didn't know what it was. Just didn't know.
And I think because we were doing so many deals in Fairfield where we only needed permits for plumbing and electrical, so the plumber will go pull his permit, the electrician will pull his permit, but we weren't getting any builder permits because it was just rental. It was just
it was barely permits pulled in Fairfield. It was a lot of paint, flooring type deals when we first started on our rentals, but
shut down. Had a sign. The contractor sent us a message, was like, we can't work anymore, and I think we were out of town. What you mean you can't work anymore? And it was like, you got this sign. What you mean we got this sign? Like, who's gonna fix this? Like, where we go?
Yeah. So honestly, no. I say we probably walked away with $5,000 on that deal. But the knowledge, like I said again, I'm gonna keep saying it because I believe in that. I believe the knowledge between your first flip and your second flip, or even your first rehab and your second rehab, that gap is big to where you get so much. What?
No, I'm just replaying that rehab in my head. I feel like we may have started to over improve on that rehab because we put new grass down in the front bed. We filled in a pond. It was a pond in the backyard. We filled in the pond. We cut down like hundreds of trees. It was so unnecessary, some of the stuff we did.
Yes.
So I feel like we did over improve the exterior, maybe not the interior, the exterior of it. We could have saved some money.
We could have saved some money, but we didn't know.
We didn't know.
But we did it though. And that was with years of rehab experience under our belt.
So we did our first flip in 2015, and we had started investing in real estate in 2009.
Yeah.
So
I tell anybody, like, our real estate journey is like 2 parts. The first 5 or 6 years, it was low end rental properties, just building passive income,
trying to get that cash flow up.
But since 15 to now, it's been higher end properties.
Yeah.
Better quality rehabs,
better quality
tenants. So it's been totally different between those two segments of our real estate journey.
Absolutely. But if it wasn't for the rentals, I wouldn't know how to do lease options. If it wasn't for the flips, I wouldn't know that I even like the ex-flipper method because of the two.
All right. So Marcus said, he asks himself, what are the chances of doing nothing? What are the chances, y'all? Like,
you have no chance if you don't even put yourself in the game.
You're not even in the game to win.
You're not even in the game to win.
Like, and maybe I'm just
you're a spectator. That's what your chances are, to be a spectator and to talk about other people and their failures and what they've done.
That's it. You just about to talk about people.
You just want
that's just kind of it.
Yeah.
You ain't really about that action. You ain't about that life. And I might just be a little younger and a little naive, but I'd be damned if I don't try. I'd be damned if I don't give all out. I'd be damned if I don't give an effort to accomplish my goals. Like, me personally, I know my calling. I know what's inside of me. I know what the vision is for me and my family. And it'll eat me up inside if I don't do nothing.
I am such a high achiever that I'm going to push whatever goal is probably to the max when I shouldn't. So yeah, I just can't. Those chances just doesn't sit well with being comfortable. And there are people that want to be comfortable, and I think that's fine.
To each his own.
But you can't sit on the sideline and talk about others.
Yes.
If you haven't tried it, you don't know how much effort it takes to get there. You don't know what failure looks like. If you haven't did it, you can't tell me that I shouldn't do it.
Yes.
I think that's major.
Get around the right people, y'all. Yeah. Like, your mind is a muscle. It
It's a
actually
muscle.
does it best. Go on and say what you say.
No, go say it.
You say it best. I like how you
It's
say
a
it.
muscle. Like you have to continue to work it. It's only gonna go as far as you push it. So if you don't push it, if you don't exercise it, and guess what? You're not gonna grow. A lot of times we think that waking up early, like, oh, I can't do that. I can't wake up early. If you program your mind to do it, it's a muscle. You'll be waking up early before you know it. If you program your mind to do whatever you need it to do, guess what? You can do it. It's a muscle. So just push it to the limit and just watch how it just shows you that it really doesn't have a limit. Like you are the limit. So just work it.
You are the limit.
You
All
are
right.
the limit.
If you got any questions or any fears that's holding you back, let us know. And it can be detailed. Hey, I'm scared of this. I'm scared of that. Whatever it is, just let us know. But I do want to give Jacob Title a quick shout out. They were supposed to come, had some technical difficulties. If you're looking for a closing attorney, they are
An investor
friendly closing attorney. Jacob Title is your company. We did not think that we would find a closing attorney that would be so investor friendly.
Yeah.
They're so communication wise, they're excellent. They're always available to email back. It's not like a 2, 3 day, 4 day window where you don't know what's going on. If anything happens, they let you know. There's issues, they let you know.
When I tell you mobile notaries, FaceTime notaries, like getting deals closed no matter where you are, oh my goodness. Sometimes I would have to like literally drive to, when I was using other closing attorneys, I would have to map out a plan to either meet the mobile notary or I would have to go to UPS and do it there. But no, like they do FaceTime notaries where they'll make sure your ID matches, they'll do FaceTime and they'll literally close you while you're on FaceTime and let you sign the docs. So like it doesn't get any better from an investor because you don't have to be stationary. We were in a conference and we literally walked down from the conference. It was at a hotel. We went down to the hotel's lobby area, the business center, printed out the deed, signed it, FaceTimed them while we were signing it, and then told the hotel, can you send this off with your package today? We didn't even have to leave the conference. This was like doing lunch break, like done.
All right.
Absolutely.
We got a good question right here.
Okay.
And we don't normally get too deep into this, Mr. Smith, but we're going to dive into it to kind of how we have been able to get our people success.
All right. So it says, how often do you meet with your students? And do you guys walk them through all deals or just the first one? I've seen success from multiple students that have worked with you guys. Ooh.
All right. Okay. So first question is, how often do you meet with your students? So we have bi-weekly coaching calls, group coaching calls with our students. So if they're in a project, whether it's their first project or their fifth project, they can always come to that group and ask questions. We also have a private Facebook group to where they can always ask questions. We also have one-on-one strategy calls with them that they can ask questions. We understand that support is the biggest thing that you can give your students.
Yeah.
Like we spent a lot of money in education. That's our foundation. I mean,
and we will continue.
And we will continue to do it. Like it's not always looking for the next thing to invest in. And the biggest thing that we found with the ones that have helped us the most is there was support. It wasn't just, hey, here's the information, go figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I just got a message today. It's like, hey, what does the refinance look like on this property? Like it's little things like that stop them.
That will stop you from doing a deal.
We have access to us and our team. So that's why you can kind of see our people having the success they have is because they are constantly being supported. Mm-hmm. And we don't take everybody into our group. So the people that we take, they're action takers. They're going to do what they need to do.
And they're go-givers.
And they're go-givers. Like they're willing to help. So if they're doing their part, we're going to do our part to make it work.
Absolutely. You guys walk them through all deals. We walk as long as they want us to walk them through.
As long as they're part of the group, as long as they're part of the ex-Clipper family, we can walk them through deals. Like literally, we just talked the deal with one of our ex-Clipper icons a couple of days ago, and he got 7 figures in assets. But
Right.
it's always
he
the
wasn't
communication.
he wasn't even doing single family when we were talking to this deal. Like
Yes.
he was investing in big businesses. So it really doesn't matter what it is and where they are, because everybody's on different levels. But we cater it to where they are and where their goal is to be within the next 6 months to a year. All right. Was that all of it?
Yes. So you got any questions? Drop your questions. What up, Ebony? Hope you still on here. What up, Jimmy? I seen you chime in.
You guys do me a
Give
favor.
a shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, do me a favor right before I shout out the sponsors. Share this live with others that you know. Share it on your news feed. If it's helping you, let it help a few others so that they can get off the sideline, get into the game, reduce that fear, and literally take some action so that they're not saying, I should have, wish I could have did it. No, 2024 is right around the corner. I think my coach sent me a message, was that yesterday, and told me it was, ooh, what did it say? Give me your phone.
I don't know what it said. All right, so shout out to our sponsors. Jacob Title, that's who's sponsoring this one. We have New Western, they are wholesalers. They have off-market properties all the time. We got Jump Fathers if you need dumpsters. If you need somebody to clean out, call Jump Fathers. Then those fundings, they are funding if you need purchase and rehab funding, if you need business funding, if you need personal funding, they can help you with all those funding things. We got good inspections. They are home inspectors. So if you buy a property, we recommend you get an inspection on your first 3 to 5 properties at no matter what, because you're going to get a lot of information. You found what you're trying to find?
I think he sent it to me personally.
Okay. Why you still going? So he says, will we have your resources? So yes. So for our students, we help them with all the funding needs. We do real estate ourselves. So our number one thing is real estate. Coaching is high second on our list. But we know the lenders, like those things are available to you. When it comes to contractors, this is kind of how we do contractors. We don't like to just give out contractors. But what I will say is, if you get into a project and you're having an issue finding a particular contractor, we will lend our contractors.
And first,
after you have done some work, you talk to 3 to 5 of them, and they're telling you they can't do it, then we'll give you 2 or 3 contractors to maybe call that's on our list. But
I want to interject real quick. A lot of times people feel like they need everything. So like, I need contractors, I need your virtual assistants, I need everything that you have. But the truth is, you don't need everything that I have. You need for me to teach you how to go get it yourself so that you always have it. You need to be able to know how to communicate with the contractors, because I can give you my contractors. And if you're not communicating with them, then guess what? They're not going to be good contractors for you. If you're not holding them accountable, if you're not doing the things that you need to do, giving them contracts, paying them in draw schedules, if you're not following those steps, then they're going to take advantage of you because you're fresh meat, you look like blood, and they're sharks, and they're going to do what they have to do. And not saying that everybody's sharks, but understand that it's the cold world in this contractor game. It's the cold world in the business game. And if anyone smells blood, they're going to go after. So you need to really know what I need to do to prepare myself, to make sure I'm having the right conversations, to make sure I'm interviewing them, to make sure that they have quality, they have what I'm looking for, because I can give you everything, but if you don't know how to use it, what's the point?
That was a good one right there. You've been saving that one, ain't you?
I haven't. That just came up. All right, so real quick. So my coach sent me a message this week to tell me.
You found the message?
To tell me this was week 49 of 52. When I tell you my heart dropped.
Why does your heart drop, Ashley?
Because it's over. This shit's over with. Technically.
This year been over with for me.
It
was over like 3-4 months.
It's really 2024. Like, it's really time to strategize 2024 and make sure 2024 is in line.
Contractors.
He said my biggest fear is
Let's talk about it. let's talk about contractors. All right. When it comes to contractors, the first thing that I would tell you is, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say it anyway. They're creatures. And if you expect a
What's the difference with you saying creatures and me saying sharks?
I liked how you said blood and shark. I kind of like that.
Okay.
But they're creatures. And what I mean by creatures are, they are not your typical people. They don't do business in a typical way. Understand that contractors are different and they got to be handled different.
And guess what? They should be different because you need them. I'm literally getting ready to drop this reel today where sometimes my conversations aren't the best conversations with contractors. And I had to like reevaluate myself because it was me, not necessarily them. So it's not that they're creatures. It's not that they're sharks. It's not that they're savages. It's that we're not doing what we have to do.
Man, you can sugarcoat it, but I'm gonna give it to them raw.
All right.
They are savages if you don't know what you're doing.
If you don't, of course, but who is not? Like, I think everyone is full of BS to some extent if you're not doing what you need to do.
I totally agree. So the thing that I would say, and what we kind of teach is, the way that you handle contractors in a rehab is not the same way you handle your contractors that you've used for your house. You go into it as a retail person and you can't handle a rehab contractor like that. You have to handle him with
you got to manage them.
You got to manage them. You can't just say, hey, I want my bathroom to look pretty. Here's the price, here's the money, and go do it.
Well, and here's how much I have to spend, because they're going to say, okay, well, you should think about doing this. They're going to upsell you all the time. Expect the upsell, because guess what? The reason why there's upsells, though, and let's literally play both sides of the spectrum. The reason why there's upsells is because you haven't fully thought out what it is that you want to do. So if you don't fully communicate what it is that you want to do, what your vision is, what are your plans, what your plans are not, then yes, there's ways for them to upsell you, and it feels like they're creatures or they're sharks, but you just don't have your stuff together. Because if you can talk the talk with them and say, okay, well, I don't need this done, but I want this done, I think the conversation is different.
To an extent.
To get them in the door.
To an extent, but they're gonna go back to being creatures afterwards. But all right, let's give them 3. If his fear is contractors, let's give them 3 things to overcome that fear. Let's get some actionable steps to overcome the fear of contractors.
Meet with more contractors.
Okay, that's
have
one.
Conversations with more contractors for each trade. So meet with more than on your property, meet with more than 3 contractors when it comes to the GC part, when it comes to electrical, when it comes to plumbing, when it comes to roofing. Like, meet with more people, get insight from more people so that you can make a better a better decision when it comes to your rehabs and who your contractor is going to be.
The second actionable step I would say is get referrals from people who have done construction, investment property type
not
rehabs.
Retail. Not retail.
Don't call your auntie who remodeled their kitchen. That's not your guy.
Amazing, because that costs you $30,000 for that kitchen that you probably can't afford on the flip.
Yeah. Second action step is get referrals. Go to different meetups. Go to REI Live. Get in these groups, and you gotta ask questions, and don't just say, I'm looking for a contract. That's like one of the worst things you can do. Be direct and say what you're looking for. Hey, I'm looking for a plumber. I'm looking for an electrician.
That can do what? That can rewire my house. That can move my panel. Like, what are you looking for that electrician to do? Are you looking for them just to change out the plugs and the switches? Because now you don't need the same electrician that need to rewire a house that does the plugs and switches. So knowing what it is that you want to do.
All right. You got a third one?
No, I didn't have a third one.
Well, how you just gonna go?
Because my brain.
Well, you need to get your brain back. We said
we
we're gonna get 3.
What's the third one, Antonio?
All right.
You said we was giving 3.
I had it until you started to move on.
Off the top.
All right. The third, I did, but I mean, you started to move on. All right. So
Bring
the
it back.
third one.
As he's
What was
remembering,
the first one?
as he's remembering, talk to more contractors.
Okay.
As he's remembering, I want to make sure I say tomorrow at 11:30. Let's go. Make sure you're at our property walkthrough. It's our last property walkthrough for the year, so let's make sure we hit it up big. Let's make sure we do it good. It's at 2707 29th Place West, Birmingham 35208. Let's walk through this property, ask your questions, see what's going to be done, see what's not going to be done, see how they're converting it. They literally just closed on this deal a few weeks ago. Renovations have started, and we're going to walk through, ask questions, and see where we are.
So the third thing I would say is identify what y'all got going on. Identify what type of contractor you need. Understand that there's different levels. There's general contractors, there are roofers, there's electricians, there are subs, there's journeymans, there is masters. Understand that stuff, and you can get a good understanding when you come to the conference. We're gonna break all that stuff down and tell you what you're looking for. Like there's levels to contracting, so
and who you need
and who
based
you
on
need.
that level and based on that skill that you need done. All right, so that was 3. Let's see what else we got. Drop it in the comments if you got any fears that's stopping you from getting off the sideline and getting into the game.
Yes. Don't forget, go join our group, REI Decoded, where you can get a discounted ticket to the conference and get entered into a drawing to win a free ticket. It's absolutely free.
With REI Decoded, you also get one of our free mini courses for joining. So jump in, get a free mini course so you can learn, get off the sideline, learn something. It's free. Why not?
Why not? It's free.
It's free. So hop in the group. We'll actually enter you into a chance, like Antonio said, to win a conference ticket next Friday when our home inspector, Derek Gooden, will be on. So
yes,
I'm excited. All right.
Any more questions? Any more things? Yes, come on out tomorrow and get some information because them are all the things. What's that?
No, I'm agreeing.
Oh, okay. Them are all the things we're trying to talk about at these property walkthroughs. We're gonna have a property walkthrough at the conference also.
It's a bus tour at the conference.
It's a bus tour at the conference. So make sure you come out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to take the bus tour out of the conference. Everybody told me I was crazy. Like you gotta keep the bus tour. So bus tour is here to stay.
Yeah, because whatever your learning style is, that's what the conference is for. So you're not just, in the classroom learning. No, you get to walk through a property. You get to talk to the inspector. You get to talk to Rowdy and see, okay, Rowdy, you've done millions of rehabs, like, and I'm just saying millions. Don't go take it to him and he'll be like, Ashley, why would you say that? You've done hundreds of rehabs. What would you do in this situation? What would you do? Look at these floors. What would you do with these floors? Would you do it differently? Like the questions that's going through in your brain.
Yes.
Take that time. And guess what? No question is a dumb question, period. Not now, not at the conference. No, ask your questions because it's those little questions that used to keep me on the sideline and I can't get to the next play because I'm trying to figure out now. When they say systems, what are systems? Like what
that was a good one.
I need?
That was a good one. It was like vague.
They will always
really
be vague.
At the same time.
Yeah, no, ask the question and don't sit there and try to figure it out on your own because you don't have enough understanding to figure it out on your own. So just be blunt and ask the question directly and get your answers so that you can move on and get in the game.
All right. I appreciate that, Mrs. Smith. Contractors, that is a good fear to have, but it can be overcome. It has been conquered. All right. There's details, there's steps, there's communication that really takes it over the top. All right. Anything we missed up top?
Up top.
Fail forward. It's a lesson, not a loss. I think I missed that one.
I said it. Now, the one that we didn't read was the acronym for fear. So Marcus said, "Fear is the false evidence of the false evidence
There's
appearing
no
real.
duh.
False evidence appearing real. Appearing
You be
real."
making your own
This
stuff up.
high tongue, terrible.
All right, let's go, man. Let's talk to us. Ain't nobody got no more fears. Y'all just got it all figured out. Y'all don't need no help with nothing. If you ain't bought a property yet, you got a fear,
Mhm.
and you want to.
So look, y'all know Nike say just do it, right? Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Don't let your fears rub off on others too. I think that's important. So if you have fears, don't let them rub off on others because you're afraid. Encourage them to face their fears because I think that will also encourage you to face yours. It's nothing in this world that you can't do. It all takes place between these two areas right here. It's all in your head. All right.
All right. Well, we'll give them a chance to drop some more questions in there. But our next podcast is Thursday.
We won't be doing it tomorrow because we will be at the
property walkthrough
Thursday. But on Wednesday, Thursday, we will have Devontae Lee, one of our X-Flipper icons. What's an icon? What's an X-Flipper icon?
A X-Flipper icon is someone under our tutelage who have developed 7 figures of net worth. So Devontae has a whole bunch of houses.
He's conquered.
He has a 16-unit apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest with y'all, he did 90% of this stuff without his own money.
Any of his money. Yeah.
Just to be totally transparent with y'all. Like, he was one of the first, he was my first one to really get what we were saying and run with it, y'all.
Yeah.
So hear his story, hear how he's accumulated his wealth, hear his fears. Now, I will say that he ain't have many fears, y'all.
Well, his fears for a long time, his fears were getting started because he knew what to do, how to do it. He could talk the talk.
Yeah.
But that fear of doing it was probably his biggest fear.
And we'll let him talk about it.
Yeah.
And let him kind of decide how he got over it. But understand he's got over it, he's conquered it, and he's going on to much bigger things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he still has real estate, but understand that real estate is just a byproduct. The name of the game is to make your money work for you.
And your sleep money.
You can use real estate to accumulate money, and then you can use that money to invest in other things.
And accumulate wealth. Yes.
So there's different levels to it. And he's going to be talking from a higher level on how he's been able to accumulate. And he a young cat. Devontae.
How old is Devontae? Anybody knows? How old
yes,
is Devontae? Y'all type in the chat if y'all know how
30?
old Devontae is.
He might be 30, y'all. Like, so it can be done.
Let's see. Did anybody type in the chat how old Devontae is? Let's see. Hannah said he is unstoppable. He is.
Yes.
He is. He is so good.
What's up, Ms. Rose? Talk to
Ms.
us.
Rose said, I have a fear of not knowing what I know. A fear of working with shady people who know I'm new to the industry. That's why I'm coming to the conference. Let's go, Miss Tally. Let's go. So look, I think it goes to that seesaw that Antonio said.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you have that fear is because you don't have enough knowledge to offset that fear. So the more knowledge you get, the more rooms you get in, the more communities that you're a part of is really what helps that fear. Like, you got to be a part of a community that's going to foster a growing relationship and that's going to grow with you and take you. So once you get a part of a community that's really going to help you, I think you'll feel a little better because then you can ask people, hey, have you ever worked with this person? Or what are some things? This is what I'm seeing. How can I counteract it to make sure I get the best results?
I am, and I know y'all don't like when I do this.
Oh goodness! Don't put another comment in the chat that we got.
I know. So we have a mini series on contractors and rehabbing. All right. If you want that mini series for free, send me a message. Another one.
If y'all do, he gonna give away all.
I'm gonna give it all. I'm sorry. That's how I'm built.
That's not even the part I'm worried about. That's not even the part.
That's how I'm built.
Guess what I'm worried about?
What you worried about?
Fulfillment.
Execution. Listen, we have for Mr. Smith and Miss Tally, we have a mini series on contractors to give you some knowledge. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this is going to give you everything you need, but it will give you enough information to build enough confidence to actually start going out there, and it gives you some actionable steps on how to start overcoming those fears.
Wait, so look, don't drop it in the chat. I need you to go to
REI Decoded and join
the group and drop it in that chat. So this live stream is also going to be in REI Decoded. If you're watching the replay, make sure you drop that you want the mini series for contractors in the comment section, and then someone from our team will reach out to you and get you started.
Yes.
But don't put it here. Go to REI Decoded. If you haven't joined, join there first, and then they'll get you started.
That's right? What's up. Cody say Lee had 30 doors by the age of 30. That boy bad. Hey, listen. And he had an unfair advantage, y'all, that he created. He created an unfair advantage. He would come and help me.
You're going to save it for tomorrow?
I'll save it.
You're going to save
Just know that.
Not me for Thursday.
Just know that he had an unfair advantage that he created, and you can create those same type of situations if you just open yourself up.
Absolutely. Right.
You ready to roll?
I'm ready.
You gonna talk about the speakers who coming to the conference?
I did that yesterday. Let me see you do it. 5, 4, 3. Y'all, I wish the camera was rolling so y'all can see how Antonio looked at me.
All right. First up, we have Nicole Ambrose. Nicole.
Oh, that was my drum roll for you.
You made me think I said her name wrong. Nicole is coming out of Atlanta. She's a 1%er when it comes to being a real estate agent and an investor in this game. If you are a real estate agent, you need to come see Nicole. If you're an investor, you need to come see Nicole.
You know, sometimes
I thought you said I was doing
it. Listen, sometimes agents don't understand that their roles as an agent is very similar to a role as an investor. And it really takes Nicole to be in the room, how she intertwines it together to where you realize we got the same roles and goals, and that's to get more deals.
The objective is to get more deals.
Get more deals.
So understand that she's going to be dropping them gems. She's going to be giving that knowledge. She ain't going to hold anything back. You got to be in the room to hear. She's high energy.
And listen, don't come to the conference.
There you go again.
Listen, don't come to the conference and you want to okay, well, let me come to this. Let me come to this speaker. Let me come to this speaker. No, when I tell you, everybody, don't even plan to leave. Make sure you block off your day because it's going to be an action-packed day. It's going to be information overload because we want to make sure that we pour into you because we don't know what you need versus what the next person needs. So if we don't give it all, then we're going to leave it on the table, and we can't leave it on the table.
We got Mr. Gooden. He's going to be our lead person on our inspection of the property. You're going to, the key thing that I want him to do is to teach you the 5 fundamentals of the property. Let's check the foundation. Let's check the electrical. Let's check the roof. Let's check the plumbing. So he's going to go in detail on some visual things that to look out for when you're walking these properties to see, is this a good property? Is this a bad property?
I wonder if he's going to talk about sewer scopes.
I definitely want him to talk about sewer scopes because that's a big question a lot of people have. Mr. Derrick's coming. If you have a 700 credit score or you know somebody with a 700 credit score and you're trying to get some business funding.
You're trying to figure out how to get into the game, period. Go.
Can you tell her to leave me alone?
Go.
If you, I'm just playing now. You know you can talk now.
I'm gonna put it so they can see how you looking at me.
Listen, if you want to, I know the last one. If you want to really get some funding to do some deals, he's going to give you the game. He's going to give you the sauce. He's going to give you everything you need so that you can go out and get some funding on your own to do some deals. Secret. A lot of our students use business funding to do real estate deals.
About 85% of our students.
Most of our students are not sitting with $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in the bank to do deals. They are using business funding and they're partnering with hard money and they're doing deals.
Yes, right? And the ones that do have the money sitting in the bank, they're still using business funding because that's their personal funds, that's their emergency funds, that's not their investing funds.
Yes. So if you trying to get some money, you want to come here and speak. We also got Mr. Rowdy coming.
Rowdy.
He's going to be talking about those contractors. He's done a bunch of things, whether it was build container homes, remodel hotels, build houses. He has done it all when it comes to rehabbing. He is the guy, and he's going to give you he understands the investor side of it too. Mm-hmm. So he's not just going to give you from the contractor side. He's going to teach you as the investor how to calculate certain things, how to become an A contractor so that you know who's your guy, who's not your guy.
Or girl.
Mm-hmm. I only came across
it's
one
a couple
or two
of women
people
out here that's doing construction these days. That's running the thing.
Name me 5.
And 5 is a lot. Compared to what
you just woman power. You just want to throw the women in there.
Because women do real estate too.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. So make sure you join the group. We have Ramon coming. Also, Ramon is our big brother. Rowdy is our mentor. Ramon is our mentor, our big brother. He's going to be putting it all together, tying it together, and he's going to be giving us some advice also when it comes to rehabbing and structuring deals. So don't miss it, y'all. I'm telling you.
I'm not live streaming it. There's not a live stream version because I don't want the internet to go bad and you like, well, I need a refund because the live stream. Get in the room and guess what? If you really want to get spiffy, get in VIP.
Yes.
Be able to talk to the speakers, be able to share some experience, get some ideas, figure out how to get over those obstacles, and just do it. Like VIP doesn't even cost that much. Get into it, get in the room. Make sure you're growing yourself for 2024. It looks like you're frozen.
The magic happens in the room.
The magic
y'all.
is in the room.
Magic is in the room. Jimmy said it yesterday, and you got to come to experience it, y'all. Mm-hmm. And it is not nothing that we are just saying, but this is the feedback that we're getting. This is the atmosphere that we're creating. We're creating a collaboration over competition environment to where people want to help each other. People want to see each other win.
Yeah.
All right, we had some comments over there.
Let's see.
I was spending the night. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, make sure you get your tickets.
I was just gonna say, get your tickets because look,
it's sell out every year now. I'm telling you now.
Last year we had to beg the vendor for extra seats,
and they told
us no, and we had to find another location. So guess what? We're not doing that again. So the location is the location. Get in the room. Make yourself. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait till you start seeing these decals and you start finding out your friends coming to the conference and you want now all of a sudden you don't want your friend to know more than you know. So now you want to come. Get your butt in the room.
When these decals start rolling out, y'all, that means it's probably about over.
Yeah, the decals that mean we got one more spot.
It's probably down to a few spots. So if you want change, if you want to do better for 2024, this is a super inexpensive way to jumpstart 2024.
Absolutely. All right.
Let's roll. Let's get out of here then.
Have an awesome Tuesday. We love you guys. We will see you at the property walkthrough tomorrow or on Thursday, same place, same time.
Peace.
Yo, what's going on? Listen, it's Keith Everett, Real Estate Diddy. I'm right here at the Simple, Sexy Flipping Conference. I gave 10 ways on how to find off-market properties. If you're somebody trying to learn how to use the bank, find private money lenders, and knowing how you can fund the properties, you need to be here.
I would definitely recommend this event to anybody, especially if you're looking to get started in this business, because sometimes you just don't know where to go. And sometimes you don't know how to get started. And sometimes it could be the reverse. You got the motivation, but you don't have the education, or you have the education, you don't have the motivation. So sometimes it's being in certain rooms with certain people that'll kind of uplift you or inspire you or get you moving, get you thinking. But more importantly, this is the kind of room you want to be in, especially if you're a newbie.